Hello, students. My name is Shayana Gupta. I am an assistant professor in RPIIT Medical and Technical Campus. The topic that we are going to discuss today is demand. What is demand in economics? In this video, we will going to discuss about the definition, the determinants, and the types of demand. Let's start with the definition of the demand. Demand in economics can be defined as the quantity of the commodity which a consumer who is willing and capable of paying for it wants to acquire at the given market price within a given period. It acts as a base for the production of goods and services. A business forecast its sales and estimates the potential market by the demand which a product creates in the market. The demand for a commodity comprises of what? Let's discuss that now. The demand for a commodity comprises of the following points. First, there should be a desire of a commodity. To create demand, the consumer must initially develop a need or want to buy a particular product. Then, ability to buy means the customer or the person must have the paying capacity or purchasing power to acquire that commodity. Third thing, willingness to pay. Only desire and ability to pay are not enough. One must have the willpower to spend his money on buying that commodity. Then comes fourth point, that is at given price. The consumer or the customer must agree with the market price of that commodity to make a demand for it. And last, in the given time, the commodity must be purchased within the particular time. Let's take an example. Suppose a person has a desire to buy a car. He is able to buy and he is willing to pay for it. But he waits for some offer or some discount to come. Therefore, while he is waiting because he is not buying it actually. Therefore, it will not be termed as his demand for today. Because he is waiting for some offer or a discount that will be coming in a future time period. So it's not a demand today, but it can be demand in a future. Now let's discuss the determinants of the demand in economics. Demand is never static. It keeps on changing or keeps on varying from time to time. There are majorly 6 factors which affect the need for a commodity. Now let's discuss these factors that affect the demand for a commodity. First one is price of the commodity. The very first factor that affects the demand for a commodity is its price. The demand for a particular product will be adversely affected by its price. When the price of the commodity is rising, its demand will decrease. And when the prices of the commodity starts decreasing, its demand will start increasing. The second factor is income of the buyer. Now, if the income of the buyer of the customer is in monetary terms is increasing, then his purchasing power is also increasing. Now he will want to buy more products of that particular commodity than he was buying before. Ultimately, it will lead to the rise in the demand for those goods, and vice versa. That means if the monetary term or income will decrease, demand will also decrease. Then comes price of the related commodity. Now, price of the related commodity can be bifurcated into two parts. First is price of the substitute commodity, and the second part is the price of the complementary commodity. So now what substitute goods, what are the substitute goods or what are the substitute commodities? Substitute goods are the products which are replace, or we can say which can replace a particular commodity because of having the similar usage, like rice and bread, or tea or a coffee. Now if the price of the substitute goods increase, the demand for the commodity will increase, and if the price of the supplementary product decreases, the demand for that commodity will also fall. Price of the complementary commodity. Now let's discuss this. Now the goods, what are the complementary goods? Complementary goods are those goods that go hand in hand, like electrical appliances and electricity. If we consider electrical appliances as our commodity, then electricity is a complementary good. Now, when the prices of the electricity will rise, the demand for the electronic devices will fall. And when the prices of the electricity drops, the demand of the appliances will boost up. The fourth factor of determining the demand in economics is the consumer's taste or preference. Now, the consumer's choice influences the demand for a commodity. If the consumer prefers a particular product more, the demand for that commodity will increase, and vice versa. Means if a person doesn't prefer that good, the demand for that commodity will decrease. Next, fifth factor comes expectations. The future price fluctuations or the predictions about future also create the impact on the commodities demand. Now, if the price of the particular is assumed that it will rise in the short future, demand will increase today. And if it is expected that price will fall in the future, the demand will drop. Last factor is the population. Simply, when the population of a certain place rises, the demand for the commodities will automatically goes up, and when the population of the certain area decreases, the demand will fall. These are the 6 factors that determine the demand. Now let's discuss about the types of demand in economics. The demand for a commodity is classified in various kinds in economics by the users of the commodity, its dependency on the other products, scale of demand, impact over time and durability, etc. Now let's understand each kind of demand one by one. Let's start with on the basis of the user. The first category bifurcates demand by the end user of the commodity as demand for a producer good, and second, demand for the consumer good. Now, demand for the producer good is the demand of the commodity which is used in manufacturing other products by the industry and factories and manufacturing units, like raw material, tools, land, plant, equipment. These are used to produce other goods. And the consumer goods, demand for the consumer goods are the demand for the finished goods by the consumer for the final usage. That is the demand for the consumer goods, like grocery products, cosmetics, cars, etc. Now, on the basis of dependency on the other commodity, the demand for a particular commodity may be influenced by the demand for related products, like autonomous demand or the derived demand. Now, what is the autonomous demand? Some commodities create an independent demand in the market. These are hardly influenced by demand for other products like mobile phones, apparels, vehicles, etc. Their demand is not affected by any other product. Whereas derived demand is the demand for any commodity which acts as an intermediate or adds to the production of the another product, that is called derived demand, like SIM cards in a mobile phones. Because SIM cards are demanded because there are we can say the mobile phones, or we can say the apparels. Because of these, what happens? Demand for the textile goods creates. Petrol is required because we need petrol to run vehicles. So these are the derived demands. Now, third types on the basis of scale of usage. It is of two types: company demand and industry demand. Company demand for the product by a single manufacturing unit or a company or an organization is called company demand, like demand for each trucks by ABC Transport Company, etc. And industry demand, when the demand of all the companies belonging to a particular sector or industry is pooled together, is called the industry demand. Like demand for trucks by the transport companies is called where we consider the demand for a whole transport sector is called industry demand. Then based on impact over time, the commodities demand fluctuates by various determinants like price, income, and so on. So there are two types of demand under the on the basis of impact over time: short run and long run demands. Short run demand for a commodity changes in short run with the immediate difference in its price or other variables. And long run demand changes in the factor driving the demand for a particular commodity over a long run may lead to the permanent switching of the consumers from the one product to the other, or they may adjust to the prevailing market conditions. And lastly, on the basis of durability, there are two types of demands: demand for the durable goods and demand for the non durable goods. Now, the commodities which are of fixed or capital nature and once purchased can be used for an extended period of time are considered to be the durable goods, like laptop, furnaces, kitchen appliances, etc. And non durable goods, goods which are consumed in a short interval or are perishable in nature, are called non durable goods, like FMCG's factors, petrol, raw material, etc. Most of the critical investment and expansion decisions of any manufacturing or any organization are based on the consumer's demand for the particular commodity. If there is no demand for the product, the business units will not take any interest in manufacturing that unit or that product. Therefore, demand forecasting is done by the organizations for preparing for their production. That's all for today. If you liked my video, please like and share, and please subscribe the RPIIT Academics channel. Thank you.